Hello, class. Today is Thursday, January the 14th, 2021. Let's review what we have been doing all week before we do something that uses everything this week. So this week, we learned comparing fractions with the same denominators, right? So here we can see, here's 1/9 and 4/9. So how do we know which one's bigger, smaller, or are they equal, right? Do we know it's bigger, smaller, or are they equal? So, number one, we have to compare the denominators. Are they the same? Yes, they are the same. They both have 9. Then we look at the numerators. We have 1 and 4. We have 1 and 4. Which one is smaller? Which one is bigger, right? So we see that the 4 is bigger. So we already can say 4/9 is bigger than 1/9, right? 4/9 is bigger than 1/9. Then the next day or yesterday, we learned comparing fractions with different denominators. Comparing fractions with different denominators. So, again, we have to look at the denominators if they're the same. 4 and 8. They are not the same, right? So we have to turn 4 into 8. So let's turn 1/4 into something eighths. How do we do that? So, 1/4. We learned how to convert fractions before. And we're going to turn it something over into 8. So, 4 times what equals 8? 4 times 2, right? 4 times 2. So, whatever we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. So, 1 times 2. So, 1 times 2 equals 2. So, now we can compare the fractions. We can say 2/8. And then we compare it to 1/8, right? Because now we can say 1/4 is the same as 2/8. 1/4 is the same as 2/8. So now we look at the denominators. They're the same, right? Same. Now we can look at the numerators. Here we have 2. Here we have 1. Which one is bigger? Which one is bigger? 2/8 is bigger, right? So we're going to write it like that. So now that we know 2/8 is bigger than 1/8, we can also say 1/4 is bigger than 1/8 because 1/4 equals 2/8. 1/4 and 2/8 are equal. So we can say 1/4 is bigger than 1/8. So that's how we compare fractions with different denominators and how we compare fractions with the same denominators. We look at the numerator and the denominator. But we first have to look at the denominator to make sure it's the same. Then we look at the numerator. So today, we're going to be arranging fractions. Arranging fractions. Arranging means to put in order. In order, we can say in order means like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Something like that. Or we can also say, 1, 3, 7, 10. Or we can also say 10, 5, 3, 1, like that. So arranging order, we can put in different ways. But the most important part is what it asks you to do in this section. It says ascending or descending. Ascending or descending. Do you remember those words? We've learned those words before. Ascending Does it mean going up or down? Ascending means going up. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now descending, what does it mean? It means to go down. All right, ascending is up. Descending is down. So if it's descending, if I want to write this in descending order, let me write this in descending order. How do we write it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So ascending is going up, descending is going down. So today we're going to be putting fractions, arranging fractions, right? To put in ascending order or descending order, right? So we're going to see put the big to small or small to big, right? That's what we're going to do, ascending and descending. All right, let's look at page 77. Page 77, fractions. Page 77, fractions, right? We're going to look at how to put these in ascending order and descending order. And we're also going to compare these fractions to be able to do that. So the first part, it says, number 1, arrange the fractions in ascending order. Ascending means going up, right? So what do we have to look at first to compare fractions? We first have to look at the denominators. So number 1, we have 2/5, 1/5, 4/5, 3/5. So these are all the same, 5, 5, 5, 5, same, right? So we can just look at the numerator, 2, 1, 4, 3. So what goes first? Here we see 1/5 because it's the smallest. Next, 2/5. Then after, 3/5. And then next, 4/5. Right? Because we just look at 1, 2, 3, 4, just at the top for number 1.